Hello everybody and welcome back to the Mongoolie Show. Today we're going to be taking a look at 3 events that started today, 2 of which are going to help us unlock Kraven the Hunter, who's a phenomenal character, a big part of that Superior 6 team, and even is rumored to be pretty decent in Dark Dimension 6. But just because this event is complicated doesn't mean you need to be confused. Let's get into it. All right, the first event we're going to take a look at is the Strike Salute. Now, this is a pretty basic event, and it's actually really nice that it's happening today because it's going to piggyback off the other event that we're about to talk about. All you need to do in this one to max this event out is spend 4,000 campaign energy over the course of 7 days. Now, we're going to be talking about how you're going to spend 10,000 campaign energy over the next 7 days. So all these points, if you're doing that other event, you're just going to get these ones for free. There's a decent amount of gold in here, some training orbs, and legacy orbs, which we don't really care about. But the gold and the training orbs are always appreciated. Training mats, not orbs. The second event that we're going to take a look at, as I said, deals with spending campaign energy. Now, this one, unlike the last one, has 2 different outlets. You get to spend campaign energy and incursion energy. The Strike Salute is just campaign energy, but that's fine. You're still going to max that one out over the next couple of days, so don't worry about it. Now, what you're going to want to do for this one is, as I said, spend campaign energy. You want to spend 10,000 over the course of 7 days. Now, that sounds like a lot. Usually, you only get 1,108 campaign energy every single day, and that's not going to get you there over 7 days. But you can also spend incursion energy for this event, which is really nice because it actually comes at a 2-to-1 ratio, which sounds really good, but is not really. It's kind of a little bit of a lie there, but it's nice that you get the option for it, and I'll explain why in a second. But just know that just because it says 2-to-1 doesn't mean that you want to spend all of your resources getting those incursion energies, because it really just evens out, and we'll break that down in a second. It is worth noting, by the way, that they did add character shards into these incursions, which is really nice. Most of us, if you've been playing for any length of time, have a 7-star Spider Weaver because they gave us 4,000 shards at one point. But being able to farm Kang and farm Zombie Iron Man is really, really nice. So that's going to be something you want to consider when you're spending your incursion campaign energy. If we take a look at this chart, it is a little ugly. I do apologize for it. But what we're going to see is that for campaign energy, this is the regular campaign energy, you're going to get time release of 288 over the course of a day. You also get free refreshes for 240, a web gift for 100, and if you spend 200 power cores, that's 4 refreshes of 50 each, you get another 480 points for a grand total of 1,108. There is no event multiplier on this, so that is your total. For the incursion energy, it comes in slower, and that's one of the problems with it. So you're only going to get 144. You're only getting it at 1 energy every 10 minutes instead of 1 energy every 5 minutes. There's no free refresh or web gift that I'm aware of. And if you want to spend your power cores, it's nice. You can do that. It doesn't double up with these ones. So when these ones start going to that 100 times instead of the 5, when these ones start costing 100 instead of costing 50, these ones will still only cost 50, which is nice. But you're only getting 60 energy instead of 120 energy. So that's what I mean. When the double multiplier kicks in, it's really just evening this out because they take longer to get and because you don't get as many with them. So with your 200 cores, you're only going to get 240, but with the double multiplier, it does turn into the same 480. So it really doesn't matter where you spend your campaign energy. If you want to do the regular campaign or the incursion campaign, you're going to get the same amount of points. So if you're spending all of your 1,108 over here, spending all your power cores over here, just make sure you do in fact spend your time release up here. That's another 288 points every single day. That's really good. If you do that, you can see down here, we've got the incursion energy at 288, the campaign energy at 1,108 for a daily total of 1,396. That's not going to get us there. That's going to have us at 9,772, which leaves us with a deficit of 228. As I mentioned, the nice thing is when you spend your 50 cores here and it starts going up to 100 cores each, you can jump over to your incursion range or vice versa, whichever way you choose to do it, and you're still only spending 50 power cores. To make up this deficit, you only need to spend an extra 100 power cores over the course of the entire week. Not every day, once. You can spend 50 one day, 50 another day, 100 in one day, whatever you got to do. You just need 2 more bonuses. You can do it with incursion raid or with campaign energy, whichever you feel like. That'll put you just over that 10,000 mark, which we need for the event. Now, if we actually look at the event, you can see that you're going to get 12,000 vibranium slabs towards the month-long event. But the important part here is you're going to get 14,000 superior seeker orb fragments, which is points towards the main event. But also that's 7 orbs that you're going to get to open over the course of the week, which is decent. That's how you're actually going to unlock Kraven, is through these orbs. Now, before we get to the actual main chart, I do want to point you towards the web store, where there is a free claim gift of 500 milestone points, as well as 500 of those seeker orb shards. That's going to be 1,000 points a day over the course of 7 days. That's another 7,000 points. So right off the hop, with the 7,000 points they're giving us for free and the 14,000 points from the big time armory event, or whatever the hell that's called, that's 21,000 points, which is just shy of milestone 8 already. And we haven't even started with the arena math. So that's actually not that bad. Now, unfortunately, with this event, it is a little hard for me to do the math for you, because it really depends on where you're at in your arena shard. And we'll get to that. But just know that if you're not in the top 500, it's probably pretty slim that you're going to get every single piece of vibranium gear on this list. And for that matter, even if you're like number 1 and you stay there all week, you're not going to get all the way to the bottom of this list without spending any money. I just want to burst your bubble on that one right away. You will get to milestone 16, but that's about it if you're number 1. Now, if you are number 501, I didn't do the math for that. You're not going to get all the way down to milestone 15. I'll just let you know that right now. All right, so when we click on rewards, it'll show you how many of these fragments you're going to get for your placement. Now, the math on this one's going to be a little bit interesting, because it really depends on where your placement is. But for the first like 500 or so, it's actually not that bad. So if you're in the top 5, you're going to get 8,000 points. If you are 6 to 20, you're going to get 7,000 points. If you are 21 to 100, I think it is, you're going to get 6,250. And then if you are 101 to 500, you are going to get 5,500. I didn't really do the math beyond that point if you're not in the top 500, but all you need to do is take the number that you're going to earn, times it by 7, and add 21,000 to it, assuming you're going to complete the milestone and pick up all those daily orbs. And that's going to be what your grand total is. You can kind of figure out from there if you're going to need to spend some money to get all of the orb fragments, all of the monthly events that you actually want to get. Now, for me, I got paid out 7,000 for the first day. So assuming I can do that and stay in the 7,000 range, I'm going to times that by 7. I'm going to add 21,000 from the other events that we talked about. That'll put me at 70,000 points. If we jump over to the main event, you can see that 70,000 points is going to be just shy of milestone 16. We did get a rumor that we're going to get an orb on Friday as part of the free gift. If we do, that one orb will put me over the edge and I'll get milestone 16, which would be really nice. I don't want to bank on that, though. I don't like banking on rumors. I like banking on what we know. But people have been talking about it. Hopefully that comes true. And then it's worth noting that with this event, you're going to be able to get 100 Moonstone shards, 100 Iron Fist shards, World War II Iron Fist, as well as 103,000 vibranium slabs when you add those jet engine points in. But you're also going to be getting 12,000 points from the other event, which is a grand total of 115,000 points towards the month-long event, which is really nice for this. And then just the very last thing I want to take a look at is the actual orbs themselves. You can see that the left pillar is guaranteed Kraven shards, but it's only 1, 2, or 3. So even if you get the maximum amount, that's still kind of crap. I guess it's nice that you get guaranteed Kraven no matter what, but they're Now, if we go to the bottom, you can see that you're going to get potential for some augmented gear, but most likely you're going to get gold. Not great, so be it. But I mean, like, I need these two pretty badly. So I mean, if they're going to give them to me, I guess I'll take them. But I really want the Kraven shards. And then if we do go to the middle one, this is obviously the big payout. You can see that you're most likely going to get the common shard drop, which does give you an option of 4 to 8 Kraven shards. But unfortunately, it's gummed up with these other characters. They're not bad characters. They're just not Kraven. And that's what we want. We want the Kraven of them. There's 25% chance you'll get this, which is just more shards for each one. And then if you're really lucky, there's a 12.5% chance that you could get between 18 and 30 Kraven shards. Now, of the 3 orbs that I've opened, I did manage to get a 30 Kraven, but the other 2 had no Kraven in them whatsoever. Well, I guess the 1 or the 2 Kraven orbs. So I'm sitting currently at 44. I believe I did purchase an orb for 675 cores. And it was like 5 or 6, something minimal in there. So, I mean, I'm almost halfway, not too bad for the very first day of this event, but I don't personally, I've mentioned this many times, I don't like orb opening events. I really like it when you know what you're going to get and it's just a guaranteed, but they like to go this way and kind of have you roll the dice a little bit. Maybe it sells them more orbs. I don't know. This is just the way they like to do it. All right, and that's it for the Kraven event. What do you think of this event? Do you like that it's based around arena? Do you like that it's orbs instead of guaranteed numbers? Are you like me and you'd rather have guaranteed numbers so you know exactly what you're going to get? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you made it this far in the video, please consider hitting that like button. It does mean that you probably enjoyed the video if you made it this far, and liking it helps me out a lot. Also, if you're willing to, I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're willing to help me out with that. It would be greatly appreciated. We also stream live on Twitch a couple of times a week, so if you're willing to, head over to twitch.tv/TheMongoolie Show, hit that follow button, and you'll know when we go live next. I'd love to see you over there, and we can actually have a conversation. Other than that, everybody, enjoy your Thanksgiving. For all of my American friends out there who are going to be celebrating this weekend with friends and family, I hope you have a great time. Stay safe, stay healthy, and until next time, good luck to you.